It's time you forgive Louis C.K. Let's discuss a few things problematic with Louis C.K. Number 1, he has power over women and has historically abused that power. Number 2, he understands what he did was wrong, and instead of atoning for his sins, he wrote an apology that wasn't good enough at face value and subsequently made jokes about it in his latest stand-up special.
And then if they say yes, just don't fucking do it. Just don't do it.
I understand if you don't think Louis C.K. is funny. Maybe he is a creep in hindsight, an edgelord at best to some. I understand if you can't appreciate the approach Louis made after his remorseful statement in 2017. And I understand what I can't possibly understand if you've been a victim of sexual assault. That may even opt me out of this conversation. But isn't forgiveness about goodness, extending mercy to those who have harmed us even if they don't deserve it? Shouldn't we use suffering to become more loving and pass that love on to others? What's a positive example of someone who has rehabilitated and made amends under the court of public opinion? I want to use Steve-O as an example. Love him or hate him, Steve-O has made a career and a legacy in tandem with controversy, drugs, excess, body mutilation, and sexual deviance, to say the least. Steve-O has been in recovery and sober for 10 plus years. Good job, Steve-O. But Knives, Steve-O was an addict. You can't compare him to Louis. It's not the same thing.
It's not. It's the same ballpark.
In order for this to work, we have to believe that absolute power corrupts absolutely. We have to believe that Louis had power over women, which he himself admitted to, and we have to believe that power is intoxicating. Louis C.K. couldn't have done what he did, consensual or not, if he wasn't drunk on power. Power, to one's mind, is a drug. It needs to be regulated like anything else. So what does forgiving Louis look like? Maybe a mob of compassion, understanding, and accountability is a good place to start. Maybe instead of throwing middle fingers, we throw out helping hands. How do we stop the next predator in the making? After all, anger begets anger and condemnation begets condemnation. Studies have shown that forgiving others produces strong psychological benefits for the one who forgives. It has been shown to decrease depression, anxiety, unhealthy anger, and symptoms of PTSD. But we don't just forgive to help ourselves. Forgiveness can lead to a psychological healing, yes, but in its essence, it's not something about you or done for you. It is something you extend toward another person. Because you recognize over time, it's the best response to the situation. What does Steve-O recommend?
It's helping others. We yearn to find people to help, find their way in sobriety. Us sober people love it when you reach out for help. Yeah. And you join the pack. Find someone who's already sober and let us show you the way, get mob up with us and come down our path, and that's how it works.